That's them. They are trespassing. You don't live here. I've never seen them before.
The body cam footage starts with heavy breathing and flashing blue lights. Dispatch, I'm on scene, the officer mutters, adjusting his camera. A quiet suburban cul-de-sac, neatly trimmed lawns, American flags. And at the center of it all, Karen, the HOA president, standing in a cream blazer, arms crossed like she owns the street. Across from her is a black family unloading groceries. Father, mother, 2 kids. Calm, confused. Karen points aggressively. That's them. They're trespassing. They don't live here. I've never seen them before. The officer looks at the house behind them. This is their address, ma'am. Karen scoffs. No, it's not. I know every homeowner here. I'm the HOA president. They're lying. The mother quietly pulls out her phone. We've lived here for 3 years. Karen laughs, actually laughs. Yeah, and I'm Beyonce. The tension is thick. Neighbors peek through blinds. One starts recording. The officer asks for ID. The father hands over his driver's license. Address matches the house. Karen's face twitches. Well, maybe they're renters. This is a homeowners-only community. The officer checks again. They're listed as owners. Karen steps closer, voice rising. Impossible. I personally approved every single... She stops mid-sentence, because the officer just received something in his earpiece. His tone changes. Ma'am, did you make this call claiming they were breaking in? Karen hesitates. I said they were suspicious. The body cam zooms slightly. The officer looks directly at her. So you called the police on the homeowners because you didn't recognize them? Silence. Karen's mouth opens. And for the first time, she realizes this footage isn't going in her favor. The officer folds his arms. So let me get this straight, he says calmly. You reported a possible burglary on a house owned by the people standing in front of it. Karen's tone shifts, sharper, defensive. I didn't say burglary. I said unauthorized activity. This neighborhood has standards. The father exhales slowly. The kids cling to their mother. The officer turns his body cam toward Karen. Ma'am, are you aware that making a false police report is a crime? Karen scoffs again, but it's weaker now. Oh, please, I'm protecting this community. They were acting strange. The mother finally speaks, voice steady. Strange how? Because we're black? The word lands like a bomb. Karen freezes, then laughs nervously. Don't play the race card with me. At that moment, another patrol car pulls up, and a third. Because the call Karen made wasn't just recorded. It was flagged. Karen's original 911 audio starts playing from the officer's radio. These people don't belong here. I think they broke in. They look suspicious. Please hurry. Her exact words. The neighbors gasp. Someone whispers, she really said that? Karen's face drains of color. That's taken out of context, she stammers. You can't use that against me. The officer responds flatly. It's literally your voice. The father pulls out his phone. We're live streaming this, Karen snaps. You have no right to record me? The officer corrects her. This is a public street, ma'am. Karen looks around. 3 police cars. 10 neighbors filming. Her own voice on replay. And suddenly, the woman who controlled the entire neighborhood has absolutely no control at all. If you're watching this, like, share, and subscribe. And tell us where you're watching from in the comments. Karen tries to recover. You can see it in her posture. Shoulders back, chin up, switching back into authority mode. I want to speak to a supervisor, she demands. Immediately. One of the officers nods. He's already on the way. Karen smirks like this is finally going to go her way. But when the supervisor arrives, he doesn't look at the family first. He looks at Karen. Ma'am, we've reviewed your call history. Karen blinks. My what? You've contacted police 6 times in the last 4 months about suspicious activity in this neighborhood. Karen's smile fades. The supervisor continues, scrolling on his tablet. Every single call involved residents who turned out to be legitimate homeowners, and all of them were minorities. The street goes quiet. The neighbors start murmuring. This is harassment? Karen snaps. You're profiling me now? The supervisor shakes his head. No, we're investigating a pattern. The mother crosses her arms. So we weren't the first. Karen looks around again, but this time the faces aren't neutral anymore. They're judging her. One neighbor speaks up. She called the cops on my cousin last summer. Another adds, she tried to block the Johnsons from moving in too. Karen's voice rises. This is a witch hunt. I run this HOA. The supervisor finally says the sentence that changes everything. Actually, ma'am, The city has received multiple complaints about you abusing your position as HOA president. Karen laughs, but it sounds cracked. Complaints from who? The supervisor looks at the family. From them. And from a lot of others. Karen turns slowly. For the first time, she realizes this isn't just a body cam moment anymore. It's an investigation, and she's not in charge of it. Karen's voice drops. This is ridiculous. You're all overreacting. But the supervisor is already on the radio, requesting internal affairs, possible abuse of authority, repeated false reports. Karen's eyes widen. Internal affairs? For an HOA issue? The supervisor looks at her. This stopped being an HOA issue the moment you weaponized the police. Karen starts pacing. You don't understand. This neighborhood depends on me. Without me, this place will turn into... She stops herself mid-sentence. Too late. The silence is brutal. The father steps forward, calm, controlled. Turn into what, Karen? She doesn't answer. Because she knows every camera is pointed at her. Body cams, phones, a drone someone launched from across the street. The supervisor continues. You're being cited for filing a false police report, and the city is opening a formal review into your conduct as HOA president. Karen's voice cracks for the first time. You can't do this. I built this community. The mother replies quietly, No, you just tried to decide who deserves to live in it. One of the officers hands Karen a citation slip. She looks down at it like it's poison. Then her phone buzzes. An email notification flashes on her screen. Emergency HOA board meeting. Motion to remove president. Karen swallows. Around her, neighbors start stepping away, literally distancing themselves. The same people who used to follow her rules, used to fear her fines, used to let her speak for them. Now they're filming her. The final shot of the body cam is Karen standing alone in the middle of the street. No authority, no allies, no control. Just a woman exposed by her own voice. End of the story. If this opened your eyes, like, share, and subscribe. And tell us where you're watching from in the comments. Because sometimes the real security threat is the person who thinks they own the neighborhood.